name is Heather Smith. I'm a WPRA barrel racer, a best-selling author, and the creator of BarrelRacingTips.com.
I'm Craig Smith, a USTRC Reserve World Champion Team Roper.
Our horses are Lowry Soda, who we call Frosty, Zanzibar Chex, who is widely and affectionately known as .com, and my equine soulmate, marked and honored, also known as Pistol.
Our horses are our life, and they're our livelihood, and they're like our family.
This is our EquiVibe story. .com is an extremely talented and accomplished rope horse that came to us as a bit of a project. The element of his rehabilitation we didn't anticipate until he was officially diagnosed in 2013 was that navicular issues were brewing.
There was a time for over a year that he was even too lame to ride.
In 2012, after a short and uneventful ride in the trailer, my beloved barrel horse Pistol unloaded extremely lame. It took many vet visits and misdiagnosis, about 6 months and eventually an MRI to find out that he had injured the collateral ligament in his foot. His prognosis was guarded, but being the kind of person I am, I was optimistic. I knew he could overcome the odds, but what I didn't anticipate was that years later, he still wouldn't be sound.
Frosty's in his mid-20s now, and for many years he was the best rope horse that I've ever had, one that my family raised. He's always been really special to me, and at a roping in 2008, he overreached and delivered a pretty severe blow to his pastern area. Even with a lot of support afterwards, it created enough inflammation that it led to developing ring bone. We didn't realize it then, but he was also dealing with subclinical laminitis.
Our horses are a big part of our life, but they're way more than tools. They really are like part of the family. And we were committed to overseeing their well-being for the long haul, but we aren't in the business of running a retirement facility either. So in 2015, I was well on my way to making a comeback with Pistol when he came in from the pasture extremely lame. And I believed he had taken a misstep that re-injured that collateral ligament. I was devastated to have another setback, but it was then that a friend borrowed me her EquiVibe platform for 30 days, and within less than a week, he was traveling 100% sound again, and the rest is history.
I saw with my own eyes what a game changer that EquiVibe was, and I even knew then that we had to get one of our own.
Even with the best care, as we know, unfortunate things like this can happen with horses, but through it all, we've really just felt called to stay committed to the special horses that we have. Even when things were discouraging, we never stopped believing and looking for answers. You just don't give up on your best friend. Today, our three horses, who are now in their teens and 20s, are comfortable, sound, and performing again in large part thanks to EquiVibe. The best thing is that they aren't just performing as well as they did when they were young and healthy and before their injuries and setbacks, they're performing even better. The most important thing we've learned through all of this is how with the right care that many of these types of setbacks in a lot of cases can be prevented entirely with the right supportive therapies and care for our horses. Not only that, but when an already healthy and sound horse has the right kind of support, they'll perform to their true potential. And until you've experienced EquiVibe, you might not even realize what that is for your horses. Now, I will never forget the day that our EquiVibe platform arrived. I had just saddled .com to ride him, so I quickly set it up and stood him on it for his first session, and instantly he relaxed and started yawning. And already in that first ride, immediately after his first session, he moved with a significantly longer stride and more fluidity. And for any performance horse, that's critical. Now, what a lot of competitors don't understand, and what I try to help folks become more aware of, is that there's a difference between exercise and movement that builds our horses up and strengthens them, and exercise that is actually damaging. Sometimes we don't know we've crossed that line too many times until it seems like it's too late and some part of their body essentially gives out. But the truth is actually their bodies have been weakening, sustaining damage, and giving out in many little ways over time without us even knowing. EquiVibe whole body vibration provides us with an opportunity to condition our horse's bones and soft tissues in a way that is completely restorative, helping to counteract the natural wear and tear that comes with age, and that comes with a career as a performance horse. And it helps us get ahead of whatever damage may already exist that we may or may not even be aware of. In 2012, before my horse got hurt, I felt like he was really just starting to reach his peak. But with EquiVibe, when we made our big comeback 5 years later, he was actually clocking better than he had been before. When a horse suffers an injury, I always say they can never be as good as they were before, that they have to be better, otherwise there's risk for re-injury. And if we have a tool powerful enough to give horses a second chance after what looked like for even years would be a career-ending soundness challenge and injury, then with that same tool, we also have what it takes to support and dramatically elevate the performance of our horses who are already sound and healthy. And that tool is EquiVibe. EquiVibe has been such a game changer for our program that telling horse people about it is something I can't not do. I love sharing how miraculous comebacks are possible, even when all hope may seem to have been lost, so that other horses and the people who love them can enjoy a second chance and a brighter future as well. And of course, also be empowered with tools and knowledge for truly supporting our horses' health and longevity to bring out the very best athletic potential in them for top-level performance, while simultaneously setting them up for a long, healthy, happy, and sound career. So, to learn even more, join me at equivibetherapy.com.